And we're back, and I've totally lost count of which part this is, so fuck it. Now, we are getting to M. Guy, 1977. And what is your favorite indie comic? Not Vertigo, and not Icon. All-time favorite is Box Office Poison. It was drawn and written and created by Alex Robinson. Excellent series. It lasted about 23 issues. He was going to do it as an ongoing, where he was going to end the story and move on with a different cast of characters, but after he ended it, he thought, well, you know what, that's the end. And it's collected in a trade paperback. I love it. It's fantastic. And currently, non-DC, I've been enjoying the Buffy series. It's pretty dependable fun. And although that's, let's see, is this, did you say indie? Yeah, Dark Horse is an indie. Dark Horse is an indie. Image isn't. Let's see, indie is indie. So you know, my problem with this is probably going off the subject here, but my problem with collecting independent books, and I do want to buy independent books. I'm very supportive. I mean, fuck, I might be doing like an independent comic if I can ever find an artist to work with on a monthly or semi-monthly basis. The problem is a lot of indie books are a little not dependable. I mean, that's the cool thing about Marvel and DC. They're coming out. You're going to get a Batman comic almost every week. You're going to get a Daredevil comic almost every month. Well, yes, you will get it every month. Independent books, not so much. I mean, I tried to get into Street Angel, and I bought issue 5, and issue 6 never came out. I was buying Boneyard, which was a lot of fun, and that got further and further in between issues. The last 2 issues, there was almost a year in between the second to last issue and the last issue. And then when the last issue came out, there's a letter in the back saying the story was all wrapped up very quickly. And it ends with the creator going, you know what, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of done with the series, so it's over. You know, thanks for reading, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to get into an indie book. Even though I want to support indie books as much as I can. But, let's see. Did I answer the question? I said Box Office Poison. Okay. Box Office Poison, you should check it out. Oh, la 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 la. Which would you describe yourself, as a Freddy fan or a Jason fan? I am definitely Team Freddy. I think he's just more creative of a character, and he's a character, and his films are, the most part, well done. There's a couple here and there that aren't so good, but his series has been mainly good. And he's just a creative character. I just enjoy the Freddy series. I think he is a great movie monster villain, and Jason is not. Jason, I don't know how that's big. I don't know how that's a big deal. I don't understand the appeal of it. And let's see, if you were a director of a film, would you like to follow the Nolan trilogy of Batman? If so, which villains would you use spotlight in your film? Well, of course I'd like to follow. I've never directed a film before, but I'm sure I could do a good job. And I would probably bring in Robin at that point. I think there's been enough time, and I would probably dedicate that whole film to the Robin origin. And it would probably resemble Batman Begins a lot. There'd be a big Batman villain running around, but there'd be a lot of kind of realistic crime drama in the story as well. And maybe Robin becomes Robin at the end, or set up like they were thinking about during the Tim Burton years. So yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd probably focus on Robin, and to be honest, any villain will do. Zook, I would probably use Tony Zuko as the killer. I wouldn't have I wouldn't have Two-Face kill his parents. And I would use a kid. I would use a 10 or 12-year-old as Robin. If a 10 and 12-year-old could be Hit Girl, we could get a 10 and 12-year-old to be Robin. So that's what I would do. And it actually would follow in the theme of the Nolan films, because the Nolan films had a lot to do with about finding a new father and stuff like that. And I think he has daddy issues. But I think that would fit in completely with the Nolan series. And how are we doing on time? Cool. Oh, plenty of time. All right. Where am I here? Let's see, number 4. Uh, would you like would you like to be a Batman comic book writer? Well, sure. Uh, if so, who would be the artist on your title? And yes, it can be a new Batman title of your choosing. I'd rather not start a new Batman title. Batman titles usually don't last, besides the main two. I would be super cool with working on Detective Comics. And my choice would be, I actually did think about this. My choice would be Norm Brayfold. I love his Batman, and I think he just does excellent work. I'd love to work with him on a Batman, but that would be a dream come true. Alright, and now we move on to Comic Love 5. And do I do this too much when I read the names? I don't know. What do you think of The Heroic Age and Brightest Day? Which one is better than the other? I personally think they're kind of equal so far. I haven't been reading the Brightest Day miniseries. Marvel doesn't seem to be doing a Heroic Age miniseries. That's just kind of a banner on these new books that are coming out post Dark Avengers. And it does seem a little suspicious, the timing, let me just say. But that's all I'm going to say about that. So far, to be honest, I think they're kind of equal. And, okay. Oh, that was your only question. Daftbot. Let's see. What are your favorite lists about comics? That was funny. But seriously, here's my question. What do you think of the artwork in Return of Bruce Wayne issue 1? Now, I remember you having a strong disagreement about that. You put that in a comment on my Welcome Back Batman video. And, you know, I was watching the video, and after your question, I realized I really didn't discuss the art at all. Mainly, well, this is the thing. Having Bruce Wayne come back gets you 4 RAM chips. Just him showing up gets 4 RAM chips. And the 5th RAM chip was the writing and the art. So, I mean, you know, you could have Rob Liefeld drawing that, and that would have been at least 4 RAM chips, or 4.5. I like Chris Sprouse. He used to work on Legionnaires back in the 90s, and I didn't read his Tom Strong series with Alan Moore, but I did think it was lovely work. I know you hate it, but I loved it, and it's strong, dependable comic superhero art, and in a caveman story, that's kind of all we needed, really. There were other artists with other styles that were going to be here and there, and to be honest, I didn't even think to complain about that. So, there you go. Sorry, I disagree. Alright. Okay. Odin's Boy, 87. What are your thoughts on Steve Rogers becoming Super Soldier and letting Bucky keep the mantle of Captain America? I have no... oh, got 2 minutes. I'll make this quick. I don't really have a big problem with it. He's kind of done this before. He quit and became Nomad for a while, and then somebody else took that moniker of Nomad, so, I mean, I'm sure someone will take over as Super Soldier when he goes back to being Captain America when the movie comes out. And, oh yeah, he's going to become Captain America again when the movie comes out. Do you think that Marvel would let the big movie come out and he's not Captain America? Come on, let's get real. We have another year or so of Bucky as Captain America. I haven't been reading it. I know a lot of people have been digging Bucky a lot as Captain America, so there you go. Anyway, I'm going to end it here and push the button, Lindsay.